Britney Spears' vagina. Whether you've seen it or not, whether it was actually her very own God-given pooch or just a Photoshop configuration or not, you know what I'm referring to. That fact, along with the idea that so many millions of us either overheard a water cooler discussion of her muff or were actually the instigators of a Britney's pussy confab, is immediate grounds for foreign antagonism. And it's not just an anti-pop star snatch hunt here, okay? The idea that in a civilized, free society, there are supposedly grown men actually getting paid to find untethered and free-ranging celebrity hair pies, photograph them, and then sell them to magazines apparently watering at the mouth for hot, naked Hollywood gash can only mean one thing. Well, maybe two things. There either is no God, or not only is there one, but his idea of divine balance is an indiscriminate act of unjustified violence one second and then a naked celebrity coochie shot the next. Because let's face the real facts. I may personally have no interest in Britney's bush, but you come up with a flash pic of Heather Locklear's or Sienna Miller's or Meryl Streep's, and not only am I in, men all over the world are hard charging to the internet and their local magazine racks. Hell, Meryl Streep would send a lot of women running after those shots, if only to check out what Oscar-winning pussy looks like. And that's why Muslims hate us. Not because they hate pussy or celebrity pussy photography. Just the opposite. They love it just as much, if not more, than we do. They just can't get their hands on it as readily as we can. Britney Spears' head. See the preceding section on Britney's vagina. Only in this case, the little-known Tarzana, California hair salon she suddenly stepped into, demanding they shave off all of her hair before grabbing the shears and performing the task herself, at first discussed her condition as if they actually gave a shit about her. Words like concerned and sad and hope were being bandied about. But come the bright new light of the following morn, they were selling her shorn locks on eBay, along with the empty can of Red Bull she left behind, and her Blue Bic cigarette lighter. All available to the highest bidder. In the newspapers that same day, the shop owner's husband was quoted as saying some, and I emphasize the word some, of the proceeds from the sale would go to charity, possibly, and again I emphasize the word possibly, including Locks of Love, which supplies wigs to kids with cancer. He also was quick to point out that the tresses from Britney's naked skull were the only authentic Britney tresses available for sale. Wow. Imagine how much her pubic hair would be worth on eBay. And which kid's cancer charity would probably receive some of the profits. Britney Spears is a national train wreck who leaves the entire Western world looking suspect in her wake. A, all the housewives and post-feminist pulpit bangers who buy the magazines with all the pictures of the hair and the hair salon and the vagina with a gold star over the important bits in them. B, the paparazzi who not only take those unbelievable photos, but the one or two who have apparently started having sex with her since the children were taken away and she blew a serious gasket. C, the college and high school kids who, upon hearing that on the night she locked herself in the bathroom of her mansion with one of the kids when the cops came to take them away and place them back into the protectively tattooed arms of K-Fed, the night when she was photographed and videotaped being led out of the house while strapped on a gurney looking wild-eyed and insaner than ever, she apparently had been drinking a combo of Red Bull, vodka, and NyQuil. Yeah, NyQuil. These college and high school kids immediately started having parties at which that concoction was not only served in great numbers, but was given various nicknames. Purple Drank, Wake Up Call, Britney Stinger, Good and Crazy, the 911, etc., etc. D, Dr. Phil/Full and his holier-than-thou visit to the hospital to, quote-unquote, help Britney after she snapped, and his claim immediately afterward that he was hosting an hour-long episode of his talk show where he and Britney would have a sit-down, and he would help her turn the whole messy thing around and get her back on the right track. Which would have been nice, but she changed her mind. And he was still going to use her name to sell the episode until an uproar arose and everyone started calling him a media whore/ambulance chaser, etc., which gives you some hope for the American people until you stop to realize if Britney had appeared on the program, it would more than likely have been the highest-rated show on TV all goddamn year. Believe me when I tell you, it's not just the Muslims who look at such information and immediately begin building bombs. Anyone talk to China lately? By the way, get Billy Ray Cyrus on the phone and tell him to start stockpiling that rehab money right now. You want to talk about bipolar? Billy Ray's daughter performs live in concert as Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus, and she's only 15 years old. You don't need a goddamn calculator to figure out the math on this one. Christ, you could do it on an abacus. By the way, If you don't know what an abacus is, throw this audiobook and whatever the hell you're playing it on into the trash right now.